Hey guys, welcome back to Two Peas in the Pod. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Alexa.
And I'm Becca. The three Ps are back.
Today, we'll be using the laser cutter to make coasters.
Alexa, what's a laser cutter?
I don't know that.
Don't worry, I got this. A laser cutter is a machine that uses lasers to cut through different materials. The focused laser beam is directed at the material and cuts through it, leaving a really high quality straight edge.
We usually use cardboard for prototyping to make sure our print comes out exactly how we want it. After that, you can use either wood or acrylic for the final product.
Today, we're going to be cutting coasters out of wood and acrylic. Before we get started, let's talk about safety.
First, tie back any long hair. Next, take off all dangling jewelry. Next, make sure you're always wearing closed-toed shoes. And finally, make sure you're always wearing your safety glasses.
Now, how do we start the laser cutter?
First, make sure you have a lab TA or Marad supervising. Next, plug the USB into the computer next to the laser cutter, logging in with the pod login. Open your file on Illustrator and launch Job Control.
Under Swatches, click Swatch Library menu, then User Defined, then click on Untitled 1. You'll see a new set of palette options. To make sure you're clicking on the right one, hover over the third palette and you'll see the name Trotec appear. These are the swatches you must use so the machine can interpret your file.
To engrave, use black, and to cut, use red. Make sure to set the cutting vector to 0.072 once the stroke vector has been created. Now, the file is ready to go. Next, let's set up the printer.
First, turn on the exhaust fan using the switch on the wall. Turn on the air compressed ball valve by pulling the lever up. Insert the key into the laser cutter and turn it on. Once you hear a click and see the red light, return the key to the mid position. To turn autofocus on, hold down both the up and down arrows on the control pad.
Now, on Illustrator, go to File, then Print, and select the Trotec engraver as the printer, and click Setup. In the Print Setup window, make sure the Trotec engraver is selected, and then go to Preferences. In the Printing Preferences window, adjust the size settings to the dimensions of the printed file.
Be sure to select Minimize to Job Size. Under Material Settings, select the material you're using.
Under Process Options, do not change process mode, resolution, cut line, or halftone unless specifically told to do so.
Job Control will open. Make sure your file is under the job list.
Double-click on your job, and the print window will appear. You can position your job to start anywhere within the laser cross position. Double-check that the proper print material is selected in Job Control.
Put your printing material inside the laser cutter. Place the focusing tool on the laser head. Use the keypad to raise the table until the focusing tool falls off. Remove the focusing tool, return it to its storing place, and close the lid.
When the laser cutter is ready to print, the red light is on, and the job file is done on Job Control, click the USB icon on the bottom right corner of Job Control.
Then, you'll hear some beeps, and the USB icon will switch to a play icon. Click the icon, and then OK the warning message.
Once the print is done, turn off the laser cutter by turning the key to its off position. Switch off the exhaust fan and the compressed air valve.
This coaster here is an example of laser cutting gone wrong. If you look closely, you'll notice that not everything was cut through completely. If this were to happen to you, just print the file again so it'll cut through the same material a second time. Just make sure not to move the material in the laser cutter so that the second cut is in the exact same position as the first cut.
Here's the final product. It might seem a little complicated at first, but once you get the hang of it, laser cutting is a really efficient way to both cut and engrave different materials.
That's it for today, but we'll see you next time.
Once again, we're 3 Ps in the pod.